Yeah. Hello, y'all. If anyone's here, anyone's here. I'm doing the hop in and all that. So yeah, today I jokingly call this remorseless. Hey guys, it's the Jitto Crash Bandicoot Tower. That's literally what I call this thing. And you will see why soon enough. I'm gonna hop in as soon as I get the synthwave stuff on and all that jazz. Let me know if the music is a bit too loud and all that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get moving right now. If any bad people like bots come into chat, I'm banning them instantly. No recompense and no forgiveness. Alright, I went the wrong way. Where is it again? But it's behind the credits? Okay. I haven't been here in a while, so take that as you will. And now, hey, this is Sidal Peril over here. I'm gonna do this guy later, probably as an end of the year fun thing. Because he'd be dangerous. Anyway, we got ToRNI today. I probably won't be checking chat as I usually am a bit locked in whenever I play towers like these. But yeah, we got floor 1 of ToRNI on us. With synthwave in the background. Let's still playing both? Yeah, I think. But I'm getting water as soon as I get the ball moving, rolling. Alright, I'm gonna get my water out. Because I forgot to get it out earlier. Yeah, now we're at the end of floor 1, transitioning to floor 2. Hey, cool kid, what up? Okay. I did not think that one of my friends would pop in. That's crazy. Yeah, that guy friended me over a little citadel that I was making. Probably, I still am making it. It's just college got, well, uni's in way, and I put uni over my development time. Don't mind this little funny skip. I still don't know if that thing is safe, and I'll find out when I beat it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the conveyors. Let's see. Yep, okay, I'll have to go back up slowly. This is how it starts. I don't think it skips anything because it doesn't change any part of the tower. Yeah, it doesn't change the towers as much, the progression route for the tower that much. I was told I'm safe. That I was safe doing that. I did it by doing a momentum jump off it though. Yeah, I think I did a momentum jump or something off it. What am I doing? I could have been at 4-3 right now. Alright, what's the jump off it? There's no momentum with it. Plus, yeah, it doesn't change the progression route. That's good. Seriously? I'd rather something like that had to happen. I thought I was good with tight ropes when I did sure what it means by a jar field. What? I think it's just to climb on it. Onto it. Although these jumps are pretty easy compared to the start of it. Sure that 30 minutes is literally the speedrunner time for this thing. That's probably a bit low. That's probably much lower. I don't like failing at this because I'm acting a bit. I'm flying a bit too fast on this. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Oh yeah, what a nice balcony. Oh, let's see the top. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, the glowing parts are conveyors in this tower, and I don't like it. Because it doesn't even show the direction. So, that's when you know that there are really nasty ideas in development. Like I said, to me, when these two people work together, they reminded me of the Crash Bandicoot staff. But yeah, now we are on floor 3. I feel like I might get to like floor 8 or something like that. Because when I was playing this originally, I got to floor 9. Oh, I peaked at floor 9, and then I like fell really badly to like floor 5 or like 4, and then I just quit the tower at that point. Here, I'm not doing that. I'm with you guys. And if I get to 1, that's when I'll quit today. But what I mean by that is like after 5. It's a rule I have. It's a rule I've had. But this tower isn't as bad. This tower isn't as like learny as other ones when I was playing it, I discovered. Pretty easy when you know what you're doing. Especially because like I knew cylinder trusses and cylinder ladders from hobbies. And I mean like DCOs. Like the really bad DCOs, they put that stuff in challenging, and then they also put like flicks like these in challenging. Like, you can't. So this thing felt like one of those bad sections that are well implemented by actual EToH devs, you know? Oh my gosh. Hold on. And if I end up beating this tower on like the first run through, or well, more specifically if I beat it within like this stream, I'll just go to ToRNI because I was doing that on like Thursday. But before I would do it, I'm gonna up in jail practice because there's like an outside that's pretty harsh, pretty mean. It requires like a lot of like training and fortitude to understand. There's 2 jumps. Those 2 jumps define if you're gonna get into the safety net or not. Still a lot of ToRNI after the safety net, but those 2 jumps define the run basically. Though it does have a lot of like balance beam jumps. This tower only has like some. Also, I was just talking with my sister about Gadden. So that's why it was a little bit slow. Not that I care though, as this floor is honestly one of the easy floors in this tower. The real danger is like floor 4, which I'm gonna probably wait to heal for. Because it has like, oh my gosh, where am I? Okay, I'm fine. I'm in floor 2 right now. Good thing it's not the end of the world. I think I drifted off like 1 stud. Because Roblox's physics with controllers is weird. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna switch to KBM because I find more like flexibility and movement when I use controller, which, yeah. I don't know if one of my friends is still there. Yeah. Anyway, back to 4-3 like that. Really. 4-2 is just like that. Oh gosh. Guess I got back on the pyramids. Like literally this tower has like a lack of balance beam jumps, and then when I was playing like ToRNI, literally like the start of one of the floors literally has it to the most like extreme extent. And that was like the floor I peaked at. It had these like wraparounds with it, which being pretty fun, but I still prefer like the tongue jump scare, as I think that one is just too good. Catches you off guard. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather be safe. That, yeah, I could do that. No, I've been pretty far in the floor. I want to be careful from falling. Pretty close there. That's the one thing that's improved a little bit. Like camera control a bit. You know. Yeah. You know, I played like several games where I had to use like different camera controls. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. How do I do this? Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Okay, guys, we're getting to floor 4. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I walk in. Because there's a spinning death brick. There's spinning death bricks here. They aren't too bad though. Like the hardest spinning death brick that I faced was in Cautious for like 17. It has like a huge spinning death brick of like the white. It's almost like the white. It's basically the white death. That's what that's what I like to call that thing. Hey, watch this. Okay, I'm a bit low, so I have a chase death roll that's chasing me. There's 2 ways you can do that one. You can either do that or do the rat. Whatever you do, don't move when this guy is intersecting with you. Now you can move safely. Maybe. They're intersecting with each other, coming closer at each every step and fourfold. I'm gonna wait to hit the button, bro. Alright, this X pusher, yeah. I don't like that one, but I have to deal with it. Might want to be a bit slow as I go through here, even though I know what I'm doing. Alright, platform, come on. Alrighty. Take me home. Thank you. I'm behind the death brick wall now, so I have to chase it a little bit so it doesn't come behind me to take ticks of damage. Too bad my sister didn't come to stream though, as there's a certain floor that is a funny beat block floor. It's copyrighted, but it plays Waluigi pinball. If I'm right, should be, yeah. Because I know that guy's pretty huge for a wraparound. Like, I mean, like a fuller wrap. You know, it tries to experiment and stuff. Anyway, I'm making my way to floor 5. Alright, we're at floor 5. Now I just gotta make sure not to fall down any further. Because floor 4 is a pretty harsh guy. Wait for the death brick to walk through just in case. No, this guy knows half step. Yep. Oh hi, harder ToCH obstacle. Oh, in ToCH that thing was an outside. Watch me. Yep. That's the way out is. Yeah, that part is one of my most favorite parts about doing wraparounds. Like, people like to make structures like that, and it's only existed in like Rem Plus. It does have a little bit of an existence in like, oh my gosh, I did not first try that thin stud. But yeah, it's in like but like it is a little bit in Intenses, but it really is not present in Intenses as much as it is in Rems. I think a part of that is just the difficulty in of itself. Okay, I think I am supposed to go here. Yep. Got another wrap structure with a ladder on the bottom. Gotta be careful on these one studs. Actually, because they force you into a big jump at 2-1. Oh my gosh, I nearly fell off. I think this leads me to 4-6. There's one of the leading parts to it. 4-6 is the first outsides of this tower. There's 4 outsides on it. Not fun, but yeah, have to do it. Fun 4-4 is not that bad. Playing through it is. I want to avoid it as much as I can. And like that, we are on floor 6. Oh dang it! You moved. Get into position. I said get into position. Yo, get into position. But my one friend is just busy in his tower and another tower, so. But yeah, I have to go through seaweed. Give me a good second. It's me taking a risk to go into the seaweed. Oh my gosh, that was close call there. Trying to be careful not to fall off, and I accidentally got close to it. Alright, I'm doing the box. I said the box. Thank you. This is the box. You gotta see me pulling off a little bit of a new strategy that I learned from Cope. Here it is. I be going backwards on the box. And push forward a little bit. The reason I do that is because it prevents climb up, and you can go as quickly and as eloquent as you like. No, that happened. I don't know how it flipped, it just did on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think this guy's just gonna get off, but I'm gonna try my best. Yep. Thank you. Wow, that's the sound. I didn't expect it to not do it on my first try, but yeah. What? I didn't do anything. Yeah, I typically don't like box sections because of how long they are, but you have to do it in this game. No way around it. Like every tower, usually later towers always have a box section. Because they're testing you on something called endurance, I guess. I hope they go sideways, okay. Ah, dang it. I'm not jumping those one sets though, I know myself. What? Did I do anything with you? You didn't fall off once. You should have probably set the hitbox a little bit lower. The box stealth rotation hitbox. I know this thing probably it has that teleporter that's exclusive to itself. It's a fine object and all that. A little bit slower. And Roblox is a bit buggy with these guys, so you gotta be careful when it starts trying to flip you up, especially on an outside like this. Did it though. That's what matters. Now there is the easiest one, but I'm gonna go immediately to the hardest one, as that one is very deadly and can end your run. Welcome to the Revenge of the 12 Stud, with a nicely coated safety net. Well, it's a parkour safety net, but you get my point. First you got this wrap, and then you got the 12 stud. I'm gonna do it back. Look at that. Yeah, this floor is pretty it's pretty easy. It's very doable for me. Oh gosh. Bro, turn on. And this one's about not being afraid of death itself. Now to point it forward again. Yay. 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 We're out of floor 7 and have some button progress if I fall down later. But yeah, this part has a lot of head hitters, some like a lot of curvy parkour is what I would call it. It has wraps and all that. Yeah, where am I? Okay. At least I'm not too far behind. Alright. I don't know where I go other than here. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I saved myself. That is crazy. But yeah, that's one of the hardest reps. Well, yeah, there's 2 reps that are pretty hard in this tower. There's one on the outside and there's one here. And there's 2 here that rate pretty high with being the hardest jumps in the tower. This one not so much. The more jump, the more studs, like the more stud space a little bit. The more space I have to land, the better. What I'm trying to say. Again. Okay. Gotta be slower in that rap. Generally. Good thing I got the button progress though, as not having it is really bad. In particular. What was I doing there? Glitching? Next time I fall, I'm drinking water, didn't I? I'm drinking water. Yeah, the blue part and the purple part are the hard parts here. Each of them do correspond to a different color though, of the button that you pressed. That's funny. That's me doing the head hitters. Yeah, this is the one part I was talking about, but header is not the problem really. I basically drilled this down when I was playing Totem. It's this. Doesn't matter, we got to the outside. Now I like to imagine that, that in development that this outside was timed like the one in like Coles. Yeah, thank you, Artisan Love. Now about that FS, I practiced it. I practiced that one to make sure that I didn't like slip on it too much. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oops. I think you're like a 11 stud at least. I don't mistake these for the elevators. They are actually really mean backward, well, frontward out conveyors. So yeah, that's what they are. Trying to get a jump. I was a bit nervous. The nerves got me there. Okay, let's see this. Oh my gosh, this is actually a 7-1 stick up, but it's not that bad actually. Yeah, that one's a 7-1 stick up. Highest I've done is a 6-1. I never really practiced tired one stud stick outs. I mean, but one by the way. Seriously? I swear it's because of the wedge. I need to probably just go a little bit higher on that ledge. This part's only merely a part of floors 7, so yeah. My favorite floor has to be floor 8. Well, not floor 8, it's actually floor 10. Floor 8 is pretty annoying with the beat blocks, but it does have a safety net. Feels like one of those Celeste beat block sections, except it's only like steroids or something. I've tried like CB, RFCB, just schematic beats, and I did try Tower of Rhythm Heaven. They just weren't for me. Up 100% off the duel, yeah. Oh my gosh, that stick out is mean. We'll eventually get it. Oh, I will. That's what I mean. Finally! Now to be a bit careful as I get to the end of the safety net outside. I'll get hit, but... Whoa! Large jump! And then beyond this spear jump, I gotta be careful and walk. This one is rough bugs. Oh no, where am I? Okay, I'm at 4-6. Good thing I have button progress. Should still have it. I'll have to do the outside again, but it's better than nothing. Better than falling like 2 worse spots than those corners. I feel like I just made Indoctrined be a corner safety net, like a partial safety net on the corners. It's a decent bit of tower to do. And the one I was playing last turn. Down, go around, go around, go around. And well, now I'm back at the outside. That is amazing. Dang it. Dang it, that's 7 by 1. Got me again. I don't know how to do it really. Unless you're supposed to like do like the E-Dance 2 thing. which I am never have done. So all the other wraps are really easy here. It's just that 7x1. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Okay. I straight up don't know how to do it. Positioning and all that. I mainly just try to wing those longer wraps, if anything. Except like the 10 stud and that, because I practiced them for some reason. So I got them down. I even tried to do 11 studs with it. Technique I learned and it worked pretty well. The only obby I faced where I had to do 9 studs and 10 studs was like a wraparound obby, which was like pretty late into it. Like I was around like the quote-unquote remorseless difficulty that they had. Okay, let's see. Trying to see something. Trying to see if there is a way to make that jump doable, and there is. Okay, just a little bit of turning, a little bit of positioning, and should be done with. Although I do have button progress here, which is pretty cool. It means I don't have to do the bottom part. Yeah, I just need to be careful around here. That's how I fell. As I get the position, I'm going to slide through very quickly and carefully. And then I'm going to treat this like a ladder glide, even though it isn't. I think is what you call a truss glide. Or, well, it's not, it's wedge gliding. What? Okay, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. Phew. I am not really a fan of those either. Or it's going to be a journey, but as soon as I get to it, it's going to be real easy because I know how to do it. Not really going to be that bad. And I know it won't. Before I get worried about is 9 because there's no safety net between it and 10. So I'd be careful about that and all that. I know I'm streaming until like 7, and then I'm just gonna end it off without like any continuation or anything because I want to get to like sister's concert and stuff. That'll help with the after show. Dang it. How do I slip off that? It's only those that I consider doing straight because they're literally half studs. That's what they are. They're like half stud balance beams, which I know how to get across half studs without slipping. It wasn't really that precise either. It's pretty crazy. Anything is the preciseness I had to learn for like enable dash spam sections in Celeste anyway. There's like a small margin where you can go to negatively compared to going like up or sideways. Well, it's more sideways. Dang it. Try it again. Still not getting that thing my first try. Come on, don't slip like that. No, you're better than that. Oh, come on. Can I do this really? Yeah, I think I got it. I just gotta really go get close to the edge and stuff with that one. That's what works, just roughing it out like that. Duo beat's pretty rare in this game. Actually, I'm gonna treat it like I do. Yeah, it's much better to treat it like a walk around, which I know how to do. I know how to do like 3 studs because they're pretty easy when you know. Well, I know how to do 2 studs. So I've done 2 studs a lot. 3 studded walk arounds I've done. So most obviously put like no jump parts where there's no jump parts. They don't usually make them as like expanded or intensive as EToH does. The only one I've seen that's gone close to EToH levels of like intensity with them is a guy called Docs. He likes to make really good obbies for some reason. Dr. Limerence is what his name is, what he calls himself. Oh yeah, there's a speed part. I forgot about the speed part. Gotta double check if I have speed. Alright, I have speed. Yep. He's speedy outside. Whoa, yep, that happened. Not too bad if I can collect if there is a safety net. Yeah, they have the anti-soft lock. The anti-soft lock is disabled on floor 9, so gotta be careful. But yeah, the anti-soft lock is enabled in this tower. I'll be able to get back to 7 7. I'll get back to 7 as quickly as I can. I know how to. It takes no time for me. Should be able to speedrun the tower now since I know where to go and all that. And plus I have button progress on like floor 6. It makes it really easy to get to 7 from. The only floor that the thing is just later, the higher you go, the more gameplay intensive it gets. It might take me like a bit 30 minutes, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, come on. Just get into a good position, please. There we are. I'm not gonna slip off that trust again. I didn't know where to go. But I don't like speed parts typically, as you're much faster than you usually are, and they like to trick you up whenever you are fast, especially on harder towers. Some of them like have it where the time is decreased, like ToRNI. And this one sounds like Mega Man ZX OST. That's great. Try this on synth wavy, but it's not, and I know it ain't. That sounds like Mega Man ZX OST. Yeah, I chose Synthwave just in case my sister would pop in. Or someone from the server would pop in. Like one of her friends is what I mean, though. Nice and slow. That's the rule with this thing. Or we got like gameplay. Yep. Getting closer to the Death Brick Spinner 4. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. How did I slip like that? Oh, I know. My controller drifted. It happens sometimes, and I don't know why. It's Roblox physics being Roblox physics. Thinking that I'm slipping off something, I guess, or something. I don't know how it happens. It just happens. I don't like it. Okay, come on. Oh, there's someone new coming into this hour. That's great. They'll be in with me in fourth reason enough. Let's hope I just need to focus on getting higher. I already got the safety net buttons on 6. I might as well continue. It means I don't have to do the outsides. risky outsides. Yep. The only outside that is really like scary, other than the one on 6 on 7, is the one on 8. I think would be like a culprit. Or a specific choice. Because it has like trust flicks and it's trying to be like the Colts outside, but like much harder. By trying to take influence from it. You'll see it soon enough. Nah, it's not high jumpable. The origins of the spinner. That's like to say about that death cylinder. Maybe death brick. Anyway, we heading over to the floor for... I'm gonna wait a little bit because I don't want to be chased by the death brick. I instead want to be following it. Because being chased is really bad in particular. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I do this part because I know what's gonna do. First, need to go through the death here, and then it's chasing you still right here. But part of its mischievous actions. Now this song actually fits this floor, like, seriously. Because you got the menacing, spinning death brick that will just purposefully target you and ruin your life, your livelihood. Pretty long for a jump, but yeah, this is RAM. You gotta expect it. You gotta expect those practices. It's RAM. This isn't synthwave. This is Risk of Rain OST. A little bit of synth. Oh my gosh! Why does it have to be a bit glitchy? Why does it have to be so glitchy like that? Like, I'm done. Like, that button. Oh, man. I hate that button so much. It is like sometimes the most glitchiest thing. And I don't know why it is. It's like they want me to E-dance it or something. Good thing I fell on floor 2's end though. That thing is a big safety net. But it also means I have to do floor 3, which kind of sucks. It's nice and slow, nice and slow. Are you kidding? You gotta be kidding me, dude. And now it just gets set back a little bit further because of the stupid things in EToH. Like the glitchy, stupid ass parts sometimes. I hate these floors, these starting floors though, with passion, because these sometimes have like really bad glitchy parts that really ruin your run. My run was great, you know? And then it got Grim Reapered. Now I have to try to get back up within the time of the stream. It's pretty urgent. I don't even think I'll make it to the final stretch because of this stupid thing that happened on an outside on a truss. The speed parts are speed parts. And when the trusses are involved, speed parts increase the speed of your character, so kind of get the idea of what happens when you combine that with a truss. Now you have to then jump back off of. Your later towers that like incorporate truss like mechanics. Well, what I mean to say is like later towers where you have to speed glide through trusses and maybe even flick. That's risky, but it worked out. Those things were smart. I would have been rated like insane. It's insane to even do that technique that I just did. Well, it's considered a soul crushing technique. This one too, I don't care though, because like I've gotten past this floor, so if I can do it, it's safe, guaranteed, without any doubts in the world. I was trying to do it earlier and I like slipped off somehow. Anyway, we are back at floor 4, where the button glitch occurred to us. Oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. That wraparound is stupid with that stupid big Deathbrick spinner. I hate it so much. That floor is so stupid because it's hard to see where you're supposed to go in the first place. Compared to like all the other floors. That's what makes floor 4. And I wish the Deathbricks were instead like just one big spinner that was pretty decently fast, instead of being these slow spinners that can hit you twice a tick. It's so stupid. I can do that wrap normally. It's just hard to see where you're supposed to go in the first place because of the big death brick part. What the heck happened? I was about to ragdoll all of a sudden. Dang. Cheat that. I could, I would. Not that I'm looking for skips actively, I don't typically. But, times of desperation, I do. Slow, yep. 1, 2. We're gonna get back to 4-3, but I don't think I'm getting past 4-6. But I might. Nonetheless, I just need to focus in and be a bit faster. And of course I was off cycle, but off cycle doesn't matter. Okay. I slipped. We're back on the safety net. I don't care if I don't beat it today though, because I still have tomorrow. And then whenever I stream again, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do something up before I get back to cows, because I was trying to later floors. I was like slipping a lot on like certain parts. When I all jumped it even in the past, it was still like very hard for me to do certain jumps, and I was just hitting myself against the wall trying to do them until I somehow got it. I don't take that as like self-harm, nah. I just mean like flipping, falling, no clipping, all the shebang. And of course I slip again because I... Okay, I didn't get it, but we're good. Because you still have to cross these stupid things. And these things. Most of the stuff in this tower, like either ladder flex or cross flex, some variation, which is nice. I have a lot of cylinder reps. Sometimes cylinder thrusters as well. There's some bigger ones that are on like the finale, which I don't think I'll be getting to today, but I might get to it tomorrow. Because I'm just slipping between 3 and 4 and other stuff. Just fail everywhere in this tower unless you're Unless you practice it to a T. Which I kinda did, but not so much. Because I didn't really care much for floor 7 compared to floor 8, which was the super annoying floor that I just did not like. Even though it has a safety net and all that. Same with floor 9, I did practice that one a decent bit. Because like, it was really bad for me when I was playing it originally. The peak that I got was 9, and then I never got to 10 because of 9 when I was playing this in the past. But now I'm a bit better. I learned a couple things. I should say. As it took me like over like 90 minutes in order to get me to floor. Well, it took me originally when I, did the outside in that. It took me over like 120 minutes to get to floor 9 itself. So. Oh yeah, don't worry about me doing that skip. It's completely safe because I failed in other parts of the tower that were higher in floor, so I can do recovery skips like that. I always have to look for a recovery whenever I play a game anyway. Not so much in like games where you could like spam attempts, but like games where where you're not able to spam attempts. Where you have to deal with the fact that you may fall or fail in some way. Or they'll send you back. And we're getting back to floor 4 again. So that's fun. Just going on the cylinders. Alright, we gotta get to it. Yep. There we go. I just don't like this because it's just so, well, it isn't really that so close to me. It's more that it's impending death. What the heck? Seriously? Those stupid 1 studs. I always glitch off them somehow. And the truss ate my input, too. Amazing. Just amazing. The truss ate my input. Yeah. Wonderful job, EToH. Wonderful job with the Roblox physics. Which Roblox staff has done nothing about. I feel like they care more about the money, the money that they make off. I feel like David Bukowski and those guys, they only care about the money they make off. They don't care about their game whatsoever compared to its own players, which do. It's like they just let it sit there and let people make stuff in it. They don't really update things. Especially with the AI now being a part of things. Oh gosh, I got like 40 minutes-ish. It's because these parts are so stupid that I keep slipping on them. Oh my gosh, dude. Come on. I'm trying to do that and you just denied me the ability to. By the way, that practice I just did, yeah, I have to do that sometimes in certain X pushers because they're a bit on the more glitchy side, I would say. Compared to going forward, which is better and helps you calculate the jumps. It's like when they try to like make it like a wedge for some reason. I do not know why. Like seriously, wedge X pushers are the bane of my existence, or turn X pushers are, because they're so glitchy. I learn different techniques. Same with boxes on like ledges, on like hills and stuff. They're always so glitchy where you had to accommodate for the glitching. They're on 3, which is nice, I guess. Healing. Yep. Alrighty. Gotta wait a little bit. Yeah. Please do not eat do not eat the input. It is not edible and scrumptious as you think, robots. Alrighty, be careful. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? There we go. I don't even need a 45-degree angle turn on the ladders when I do that flick anyway. Though it's a little bit precise to get the distance I just did. Not sure how the Roblox physics allows it. I just don't do it when I start the tower because there's a risk to it. Like there's a risk of entry. Or if you don't, if you haven't gotten to the part, the skip could get you kicked or something. Because it's like it skips like a part of the tower. It skips like a decent bit of the jumps in that part. There's like it's like 5 jumps and then you're just in like 1 because of that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm about to get chased, so I gotta be very careful here too. It's specifically evident that I am or will be chased, and I was right. I got into position. Watch this. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, that's the fast way. I only do it when the death brick thing isn't far enough away from me, where it's gonna cause problems and stuff. Yeah, that's why I don't like how slow they are. I wish they were a little bit faster. Not too much where the chasing becomes nightmarish, but good enough where it doesn't like where if you go through it isn't like gonna kill you a lot. But yeah, it does. I wish they were faster and just like 1 HP death bricks or something. faster, be like better. What the heck? I couldn't see it! Freaking! Ugh. Stupid spinning death brick was in the way. And I couldn't like do anything because I couldn't see the one stud at all. Makes it unreadable almost, you know? It's like they're invisible. But it's worse. Way worse. Hate this tower a lot. Especially the earlier floors in particular, because they're so stupid and mean. But, you know, just prepare you for the bad parts of like higher towers even. One tower that I'm afraid of even playing is like Tower of like Confusion. Because of that. Oh, waiting there might have been better, but I don't know. I don't know stuff about that part. Because it's really badly designed in that, and I glitched on the button and all that. Like, I wish they just had the button on as a part of like one of the studs instead of having you jump to it. Because I just feel like the jump to it just creates like a glitch element. It loses its speed and feeling of speed by it. I never had a button where I had to jump to it. The only times I've had to jump to things would be for teleporters. So it feels like uncomfortable. It feels horrible. It's not good to me. So I just consider like part of like, I don't know. Though I do like some parts of this tower, like floor 7, like floor 6. I feel like floor 6 was well designed. I just don't like Roblox's physics! Hey, yo, what the heck happened there? I'm back to floor 3. I don't think I'm doing crap in 30 minutes. I never know. Because these parts are pretty badly. Well, these parts are pretty nice. I do like how certain jumps are, as they feel good. I just don't like how like certain buttons are set up. And then other parts are just the fault of Roblox physics, which is highly glitchy right now. I might even check my FPS because I feel like someone must have set it higher for some reason. Nope, it's still at 60 FPS. Okay. I just am very suspicious of that my Roblox might be running at higher FPS, because that stuff usually happens at higher FPSs. Roblox physics doesn't like it when I use the controller sometimes. And it acts up a lot. Which is not good when I'm on a 1 stud or a thin stud. Or on a balance beam, for heck's sake. Like this thing. Yeah. I do not like this part in particular. It's just worse. Alrighty, I'm walking down. I'm walking over to the side. I'm walking over to the side. Now I get to wait a little bit. There we are. Phew. I do not like floor 4. I just hate it with a passion. Square to floor 5, which has good gameplay. Floor 4 is the worst part of the tower. That's actually almost unplayable because of how hard it is to sight read the stuff that's in the floor. And the only way I like to do stuff in towers is to sight read. Because it works. Good thing I don't have to turn on the trusses on floor 8. Because, well, kind of, I can do either. I just have to get there. So I don't think I'm going to be getting it this stream, though, because of the stupid mechanics and stuff that's on these floors that are pretty bad and stuff. You know, floor 1's end is pretty nice. I still don't like how it starts a little bit. I cannot fix myself right. So that stupid part. There's a ladder because of the wraparounds that are before it that force me to turn and all that. I was gonna get kicked for that, I swear. I don't think you can do that by getting kicked. Like, there has to be checkpoints somewhere. You know? Not sure why I'm hearing a chainsaw. I don't know. Of course that happens! The stupid Jado glitches on the rope. It just does glitch on the rope like that. And there's no way for me to remedy that issue. So it fails pretty frequently. That's why you have to zoom in the first person, stick it like you're trying to be too close to it, and I don't know why you have to do that. Huh, it's only made for that part. That's interesting. Thought I could use it to get higher or something. There's no way I'm getting to floor frickin' 7 in like 20 minutes, because this tower is one of the worst towers that I ever have played because of floor 4. And floor 3. You can't get past it. Good thing the outside catcher is still there. But literally, it was because of a truss that I slipped on that caused that issue in the first place. Because the truss is not the truss isn't big enough for a speedy character to not have problems on it when they try to get off it. You know? I don't even know why it says the normal time is 30 minutes plus long. Because this stuff, this tower, it's kind of like Totem, where it takes only 30 minutes for a speedrunner or a really good person who's probably beaten like a heck ton of soul crushings before doing the tower. Because the way the tower is designed makes it so everything is basically near REM, and then there's only a couple parts that are even easy. Wow, I slipped off. Who knew? Who knew? It's not worth even trying anymore. But yeah, one of the things I don't like are balance beams, because they act up a lot when you start going faster on them. Usually, it's for me on controller over here on stream. I'm not switching to KBM because doing WASD and trying to be precise with WASD is horrible. It just is for me. And there's no specific way on Roblox's side on how you can customize your bindings. And that to me is straight up but. Because you don't have shift lock on controller by default. And games developers have to work on a system that implements it without it being a problem. That's why I prefer like I prefer gameplay that's like in the Citadel Pyramid Escapades, because it doesn't have the problem with instas that other REMs like to do with. And they also don't have a problem with spinning platforms or trying to make mechanics that somewhat work and then they don't work. I usually try to stray away from playing most REMs because I don't think most REMs are good towers. Compared to the intenses, which I can beat in like 20 minutes most of the time. In a suitable time frame compared to me taking it for hours. You know, might as well try to get as high as I can within like 15 minutes. even though the thing I did was I just slipped on some outside, because the truss is sometimes the most glitchiest thing with speed. And I don't know why it is, other than Roblox physics kicking in. Because somehow your movement speed also accounts for your climb speed. Which causes sometimes some of the most glitchiest interactions. I don't personally like these one stud X pushers which towers that are run like that. I don't understand it. Okay, I'm done with this tower today. I'm gonna switch over to ToRNI. Oh, whatever it is. And I have a good... Yeah, I have a good 15 minutes. So I'll just do that to end off the day anyway, because my chances were dashed as soon as I fell off that staying outside. That stinky outside. But oh hey, let's do the other sneaky outside in EToH, shall we? Always say I can't turn that off by default. Welcome to ToRNI, which has one of the stinkiest outsides I ever had played. Well, it's good gameplay regardless. And actually uses balance beams very well. I think they're right and good when they're decently short and offer something to do while you're on it, compared to being like, oh, just a stupid long one. Why not, guys? Why not just stack them, make them nice and long, you know? I like them when they're small. Then they're not as long and they're good like that. They're short. I like them when they're short because it's not annoying. It's not like developers trying to screw with you. The rest. So yeah, here we are on floor 2. But yeah, this tower to me has a pretty high failure rate because of the outside, which has 2 jumps, which are the pains of my existence. For most of the fact that there's a 10 stud on like floor 9 or something. And it has harder jumps in the safety netted part. Like the one by the end that I did practice, I guess, yesterday, that one is considered insane. So, well, by Adamir. I kind of agree with them on it. The wraparounds are pretty much the hardest thing that you can do on those parts. Only one that I'll jump a couple insane towers when I was playing like CSCD. I basically had to do tower left like 2 to 1, and then I had to do like another 1, 2. The first one I all jumped was like Tower Red Monolith, which spammed Chopo OSD for some reason. Anyway, welcome to the end of Thor 3, where... Yeah, I usually try to screen these parts because of the outside, which I know I'm probably just gonna whiff at for like the rest of the stream. Which I think is more fun anyway than trying to get farther in ToRNI. A lot more fun than ToRNI. I might even try to do Zero Dystopia as an alternative even. So ToRNI's weird mechanics and awful parts. But yeah, this is the bad. I'm gonna try to like position myself that way. Yeah. That's the high failure rate, y'all. I probably have a lot of attempts on this tower alone because of the outside. Tower of table flipping was a similar case. That's why I like them. That's why I like this one over ToRNI. Not gonna even change the stream title. Just let people get the lot. Get bewildered. Because I don't have the time to consider that even. I probably won't get far, but I'll get somewhere around there. I might even do TOU, considering that one, but I'd rather do Tower of Zero Dystopia, as I think it's a little bit around Cope's difficulty compared to ToRNI. Which I'm neutral of ToRNI. I just consider that the tower is designed by like GLaDOS, but that's more like Tower of Minus facility anyway. Which I did try a little bit. It had really fun like lodges in that. But I saw like a guide and it like basically said some parts were really like reliant on like being first try or you fail, so I'd rather not try that. It's kind of like one of the towers I tried to do where it was literally a bridge made in Roblox with cars, where each floor is a different part of it, and there's like, yeah, I don't like that soul crushing. It was in a little fan game of EToH that was called EToH, which is basically where the towers are democratically elected for some reason. It's some of the tower. It's the towers in that game are hit or miss. Very much so. I don't like the EToH rems. are similar. For me, at least. I might even do a collect before cows, but that would require me knowing a lot more how to do certain jumps. Because that one, even that one, is a little bit hard for me. But, we're outside now. I consider this one my last chance before I end the stream. I have some steaks and stuff. Okay, we got one. And I don't get two because two is bad. But yeah, those two jumps are honestly the worst part of the outside. I'm probably gonna end up practicing the outside now, at least a little bit before I end stream, because I don't want to be mean and stuff. Oh my gosh, Roblox, don't do that. Don't scroll up to the recommended or try to get me to friend randoms. Like, seriously. I only friend people that I like to play with a lot. Yeah, this is the practice EToH, so I don't feel like I need to practice these floors because they're all nothing burgers. Well, kind of, not really. Let's see. Where is your outside? Yeah. So he's probably taken off now. I just don't like it because it's a little tower of stress type jump. And I guess that's how you do it. Yep, and then you got the spears, which they implement. Practice that part again, I guess. It is an outside that I don't like and despise. It's honestly one of the outsides that I just don't like whatsoever. Because it's in ToRNI, for one, and for two, it's pretty weird. It's pretty like trapped up. Where it's a trap kind of like another tower. Like tower of table flipping again, which I really didn't like, and then I proceeded to do it in like 15 minutes when I was doing the one challenge. But yeah, this is the floor that I was talking about. So I'm gonna play through it till the end of the stream. Unless I get to 9 somehow by favorable luck. Because I feel like this part is a bit RNG. Not this part though, it's like the B blocks, which are a part of it. It tries to be power of laptop splitting with having, but it's like it's multiple, so it's pretty funny. And then you got these wraps, not too much of a problem. And then you got more speedy conveyor gameplay with death bricks, because yes. And then you get back to normal gameplay again. I prefer the higher floors compared to like floor 7 or its other friend 6. Well, I like 6 a lot. It's 7 that I just don't like in particular. 8 is okay. Four, 3, 2, 1. Like how the button just appears and reappears. It's probably because it's like a shrinking part. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, watch this. This is the really crazy outside that would make laughability cry out in tears. I practiced it for some reason. There you go. The very funny brick breaking is honestly not very nice. Yeah, that's one part that's pretty annoying. It's like they tell you like certain parts, they tell you how to do certain things. This jump is pretty weird. And I don't like it personally. It's very much it's pretty much like one of those jumps where you just gotta like you gotta leap it faith. And there's a lot of leaps of faith in this part. That's why I don't like it so much. Although this part is good once you get down the timing, it's just there's a lot of leap of faith parts in this. There's a lot of parts where it's like a leap of faith to do things. Because of the beat blocks. Which are just very mean stuff. And if you go slow, sometimes it just glitches you out. So this part's pretty easy. Just gotta walk. And then this part too. It's pretty good. I just wish that their parts were more like this rather than having to like go on the beat blocks. Beat blocks are very difficult. Anyway, the safety net is off its progress. Stream is donezo. But yeah, I personally am very neutral with ToRNI because of this unfriendly floor right here, which I do not like, and I hope will rest in pieces. This floor, very good. I like that floor. This floor, I like a lot. It's just I slept on the outside because I was stupid. Medically, so. This part is what leads you to these. One of the parts leads you to the safety net. I forgot where. Yeah, it's right there, I think. Yeah. So right there is what leads you to that safety netted part, which is pretty cool. Then you got like the 410. 410 I liked a lot when I was all jumping it. I don't know how it will be when I play the real tower. Like I said, I just feel like that if I'm gonna get to streaming it tomorrow, I might want to practice some parts, but I think what's gonna be my main practice victim is going to be like, let's see, not you in particular, it's you with the stupid spinners. Because I don't know how you work sometimes. It's the button more though, because I did not know how it glitched me on stream, other than that I was way too fast with hitting it. But yeah, that had to happen, I think. Anything. I already was slipping off. I already slipped off like this outside, so I practically had my run dead by default, because that's basically like most hours like soft lock you if you fail the outside. And this tower is very friendly until you get to like the floor 10 outside, where they expect you to make sure that you touch that safety netted button that they got. But yeah, I do like the FS a lot. Like, the FS is honestly one of my favorite parts in this tower a lot. So, yeah, I'm leaving now. See y'all. Have a nice day. Okay. Oh.